What is going on there? So I've been requested to do a Lucidchart tutorial, so let's get at it. Here, Lucidchart is a revolutionary way to make plans, workflow, networking maps, whatever it is, your creation, it'll make it for you on that one. So for example, I'll show you some work I've done. For Don Tank, I did the actual floor plan to be able to send to district to show how I would like our boardroom set up for it, including, you notice there are laptops there, the chairs, projectors, screens, you name it, it's there. You can even insert pictures, text, everything, arrows, it's there for you. So this is a really, really cool document system that you can use, and then we can export it later on that one. Notice when you do log in, you go to lucidchart.com, make it easy, log in with your Compton USD email, so that way it's easy to go with it. But let's go ahead and explain some of maybe the floor plans, how it might work. I've had a request on that, so I'm going to click blank when I go to it. I always want to start fresh in that one. What I would highly recommend doing is once you get to this point, let's start showing the stuff that we want here. So to the left here, where it says shapes, this shows you all the stuff that you can use to begin with, okay? But if we're doing a floor plan, I just want to X out this stuff because I want to be able to see different things. So I want to click on shapes over here, and notice how it says default. I'm going to scroll down to where it says floor plans right here, and I'm going to click this one. What this does is this gives me all the tools that I need for a floor plan. And I'm not going to add anything else because it's just going to be confusing, even though there's some really cool stuff that you could use like that, so forth. Let's just make sure we click floor plans and click the X button. Now you notice over here you have your standard default, but then you also have this window here that opens up, and if you scroll down, you can keep seeing all the different things you have, from doors to stairs. You have workstations, conference room chairs. You have workstations that are fully set already. You have conference ovals, dining rooms, tables, squares, everything, even down to toilets, and you named it. Even toilet paper itself is there. That's pretty freaking cool if you ask me on that one. Beds, bunks, washer, dryer, all that stuff, kitchen sink, LCDs, projectors, projector screens, TVs, pianos. It's really, really cool. Even indoor plants and podiums. That's awesome. Super cool. So, how we would do it then here is I always like to zoom out here just so I can see a bigger thing on it. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably start building quickly. So if I want to build a room first, maybe I'll just drag this room over. And notice it gives me the measurement there. You can extend it if you'd like to. You can do that. Right? You can build it. You can move it around so then maybe I want to do a square attached to it somehow. I can just drag it in, but notice how when I want something, I just left click, hold, and drag over, and it makes it. Now I would start creating the actual thing. So if I want a door swinging a certain way, I'm going to drag it over, and then I'm going to let it go. And you notice how where I pull it, it'll automatically move. And if I want to make it bigger, I just shape it out. Obviously, then if I think I have a door there, I probably should have a door there on it. Even though it probably should swing the other way, so I think I thought I could do it the other way, but I don't know, maybe I'll just delete it there, and then I'll go back and I'll put a different door in. Pretty cool, though, the system on that one. And then you can keep on going back, you can add in rooms, and if you want to not add a room yourself, you just want to build your own wall, maybe you could build it the way you feel okay with. You want to do something like that, whatever it is. So, and I want them to connect. Awesome, cool. If I wanted to start making it bigger, I could go in like that and click it. And notice how if it's outside the original sheet, it'll just automatically drop in there. But the whole point would be is that when I zoom back out, it still shows everything there. Now, if you want to get really, really detailed, which I would highly suggest if you're going to do it that way, is let's say, for example, if you're going to put a chair in, right? We want to zoom in. Like that. Notice how I've clicked the bottom plus here to zoom in more, and then I move over. I can put things in where I want them, and I want them to be somewhat sized. So you wouldn't want this, if this is your whole room and you think maybe 80 people are going to sit in here, you wouldn't want to see a chair that big, right? That doesn't make sense. So you want to see it kind of down proportional to size, maybe what you would want it to be. And again, I just go back into my zoom, do what I need to, fix it. If I want to rotate, you'll notice this little cursor here. I can just rotate it to face a certain way, and then I can pull it when it has the crosshairs. But again, I would get used to playing with these buttons down here. It just helps you see an overview a bit more if you need to. And don't be afraid to delete things. So if I want to delete things, I would just highlight it, left click it, and then literally just hit the backspace, and it's gone in that one. Pretty cool though, because you can put bar stools in, you name it. It's just a lot of fun. And even if you wanted to put shapes in, or you wanted to put images in, you could click on image and just import an image from there. Relatively easy. You can do arrows, you can write text, things like that. So it's a lot of fun, but it's a really cool tool, so go with it. What I would ask you to do, though, is if you want to share it with people to make it really easy for you instead of adding it, is I would go up here to share, and I would left-click that, and I would click on left-click Add Collaborator. Yes, I do need to name it first, so we'll just name it. Awesome. Notice you can write their email addresses, and then it goes in. Some people may or may not know what to do in that one, so honestly, if you just get shareable link, click on that. Make sure this one says can edit and share, and come in here and copy the link, and then go ahead and put that link somewhere in a document where anyone who just clicks that link, it'll automatically come to here, and then they can start editing and sharing it. It's very easy, it's a lot of fun, it's just a good way to collaborate together. So good luck with it. If you have any questions, let me know, but a lot of you are very, very good with this type of design stuff, and this is definitely a program that allows you to have access properly where you need. Again, any questions, send me a remind, send me a DM, call, email, whatever it is, and we'll help you. But good luck, and I'm excited to see what you all create.